I personally thought that day that we could go on and win the league, but we still never spoke about it.
You just kept firing them in.
Won again, next game. Just kept doing next game, and fairy tale happened.
I got to a point as a soldier that I felt invincible. I felt like, I couldn't get shot, I couldn't get injured, and ultimately when I looked around, it was the team that made me feel like that. Take me back to winning the Premiership. Did you ever think that you would be let go from Sheffield Wednesday into non-league football into winning the Premiership with Leicester? Neither did I, to be honest. Take me back there, man.
It's an amazing season. I mean, to be fair, we stopped up the season before by literally we just went on a long run towards the end of the season, which kept us up. The main thing is,
was there ever a moment of doubt that you thought this is too good to be true, or we that seed of doubt starts to kick in where you think, right, we have this big run now, we're gonna slip up somewhere, but you obviously didn't.
No, there was nothing like that. Even now, we were just, like I say, we had the great escape season before, and I think we took a lot of that momentum into the season after. I mean, because how the season before finished, we set a target at the start of the season. We were like, right, we need to get to 40 points, because normally 40 points keeps you up. So that was the main target. And I think we finished the first half the first season. I think we were on 39 points, and the manager come in and he's like, right, lads, this next 19 games we need one more point. So I'm like, so we just need a draw. Like, we've got 19 games to get a draw here.
Good done.
And we're safe. And he's like, no, you got 39 points. So now we go for 40 in the next. And we're like,
so right. that was the mentality. Was like, right, let's get to a point where we're safe, and then we can move on from there. And obviously, you just literally took that for granted and went all the way through.
Yeah, it was just, like I said, I think it was a case of everyone was enjoying themselves again. There weren't really any pressure to start with, and enjoying ourselves with winning, and then you see Sky Sports News and stuff. They're saying, "Oh, when are they going to derail? This will be the defining part for them." And we kept winning, and I mean, we played Man City away, and I personally thought that day that we could go on and win the league, but we still never spoke about it. So I think you start
in the dressing room. You never
I think
gave each other that hope of.
No, because I think if you started doing that, then that gives a chance of that outside interference coming in, and a bit of doubt, a few distractions, and just a case of, look, next game, we'll see how we do.
You just kept firing them in.
Won again, next game, just kept doing next game, and fairy tale happened.
Take me back to the dressing room when you realised that you'd won the Premiership. Was that the first time you actually spoke? We were like, whoa.
I think we drew to Man U away. And I think we needed Tottenham to not win against Chelsea. So I got all the lads round to mine. A few beers in, Tottenham 2-0 up, half time. So it just looked like we just got the lads round for a few beers, but we had training the next day, so we're like, right. And then obviously Chelsea scored the first. Everyone starts getting a bit excited, and then second one goes in. There's people getting dragged around my kitchen by the feet. People doing somersaults on my sofa. The dogs, bless them, just stayed there asleep. But the noise was hectic. I don't know how the kids slept through it. They were in bed upstairs. Obviously the final whistle went 2-2, and just having all the lads together to see obviously everyone's reactions. Everyone was just celebrating for, probably say it lasted 5 minutes, and then everyone just started dispersing in different directions. There was some in my garden, some like in the living room, just having moments to themselves. I think.
Wow.
Probably just trying to let it sink in.
And talk me through that team ethos, because I obviously know the importance of teamwork. And I got to a point as a soldier that I felt invincible. I felt like, I couldn't get shot, I couldn't get injured, and ultimately when I looked around, it was the team that made me feel like that. But you can get carried away with an individual, can't you? Especially with yourself scoring so many goals. Did you feel that pressure upon yourself, as in, wow, this is quite a lot of this is on your shoulders, because you came in and literally were banging them in left, right, and centre, weren't you? So
No, I didn't feel like that as an individual. I think people that have been signed from clubs who probably they didn't think they were good enough to play for them.
Like the underdogs.
Yeah, so it was literally just a group of players from absolutely everywhere that just come and merged into one solid unit, and it was perfect.
So would you say it's all, the majority of it is a mindset, is just believing in yourself, therefore believing in each other, and not overcomplicating things? I think, you said when you start to think, we could win the title, that's the distractions that you don't really need. So did you keep it quite simple and just made sure that you were there for each other, and as the points start to accumulate and you got closer and closer, the self-belief start to kick in? Did you feel that as a team, the closer you got to the title, did you feel the team pressure becoming more and more? Did it feel like it was getting tighter and tighter?
I mean, we were already a close-knit group, and I think as we just kept going and going and going, like you said, the odd little thing that was getting said outside of like our four walls in the dressing room and stuff, it didn't matter because we were already that close anyway. So it was just bringing us even closer. Literally on that pitch, when we won the league, if you'd have asked anyone, they'd have run for a brick wall for it, like for any other lads.
Each and every one of you.
Each and every one of them.
That's quite rare in football nowadays, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of pressure is on individual players, is on managers nowadays rather than the whole team. And it seemed like that, you guys winning the Premiership, there was no pressure on anyone. It was just on the team itself, which obviously worked. But when you put too much pressure on an individual, on a manager, things can start to spiral.
Yeah, I think you just summed it up perfect. There was zero pressure on us. I think the only pressure we had, which we put on ourselves, was at the start of the season. That was to making sure we stayed in the Premier League. After that, it was just, let's just keep going game by game. We'll see where we finish. We're not supposed to win the league anyway, because there was a so-called Big Six. So each game came, we'll play as good as we can. And if you play at 100% and you don't get the points come the end of the game, then you've been beat by a better team that day. It's as simple as that.
And what's it like lifting that Premiership title? Take me back to the moment where you're on the pitch and it was yours, and I can't imagine what it's like having all those fans just obviously
do you know one
worshipping
thing?
you. It's like they are. It's
one thing though is I've probably not been able to fully realise what it actually meant.
Right.
Because
this like that.
Yeah, well, the season finishes and then obviously you're off the pitch and you want to take your family away, so you're straight into that family mode again. And then as soon as the family mode's finished, you're back in for pre-season for the following season. So you've just got to get rid of everything quick, because it's a new season that you've then got to prepare yourself for. So I think it's probably one of them things that I'll look back on more when obviously I retire eventually, and then it'll probably fully settle in.
You just still as hungry as you were back then as you are now? Are you still that hungry?
Yeah, I want to score as many goals as I can. But first and foremost, I want to make sure that the club's picking up as many points as we can and winning games. And if you keep winning games, especially in cup competitions as well, you win, before you know it, you're in the semi-final or a final where you've got a chance to win another trophy.
Take me back to the moment when you represented the country. That's doesn't get any bigger than that, does it? It's like, how do you sort of come down from that? And I've done that from behind the scenes. I've done that from sort of in the shadows, representing my country, so the pressure wasn't there. But in front of the whole nation, does your mindset change? Do the nerves change? Did you find the experience different?
Like I said earlier, like you get over them white lines and there's only one thing don't matter what shirt you got on, who you're playing against. It's you still want to win.
Yeah.
That's the main thing it all comes down to. You wanna keep winning. And I mean, I remember when I found out about my first call up, like, I thought someone was winding me up, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I just got a text message through saying that you've been selected for the national team. Need you to meet at this time. I'm like,
Three with one of the lads winding you up.
Nah. So I rung our physio up and I'm like, just had this message, and he's like, yeah, it's true. I'm like, nah, someone's winding me. He's like, No, it's legitimately true.
Would you say that's a proud moment, as well as winning the Premiership? Does it come hand in hand, or are they just different moments?
I think they're different. Both of them are really, really proud moments. I mean, everyone obviously wants to represent your country, and not that many actually get to do it and get to put that shirt on.
So talk to me about your physical regime. Obviously, being a footballer, is it as strict nowadays as people make it out to be? You got certain diets, certain regimes, certain training patterns that you have to 100% adhere to.
It's not as strict as what people probably see it as being, and because I mean I don't do any gym, whereas I know probably the majority of lads who play football do, but I just never have, and I look at that as, well, me not doing gym's not done me any harm up until now, so why change something? Because if I did gym and maybe put a bit of muscle on, but then it slowed me down, I'd probably be raging at myself. So
yeah, or it might affect your performance.
Yeah,
right?
so I've never had to do anything like that. Never been told I need to or anything. I mean, food wise, we're lucky as footballers. You go into training, you've got all your breakfasts all ready for you. It's up to you what you want to pick from your selection. Go out and train, come back in. Your lunch is there, and then I mean I've got a chef at home as well to make sure that I'm eating the right things, to make sure that I'm taking the right things on set days, to make sure that I'm prepared for a game. But
so the physical side is really tailored to the individual. So you just run a lot, just yeah, just basically just up and down the pitch while people are in the gym. And
yeah, I mean that's what I mean. The most time I've spent at the gym is I've walked in and just started cheering for the lads. Come on, lads. Well done.
Like that.
You get that
Piss
done
off
now.
outside, go and run on the pitch.
Sit down for 5 minutes and then they're like, get out. I'm like, all right, see you later, I'll go and have a massage then.
Well, thanks, mate. It's been a pleasure to tap into your mindset. The reason why I chose you is because, you've had your ups and downs, pretty much like myself, but you've come out on top, and you're still on top, mate. So, congratulations. Keep it there. Well done. Well done, mate.